Do you want to be in control of your career life? Do you want to be a high achiever and live a more fulfilling, rewarding, and even progressive career life? You will, because you can. I am Karen Olege, a career strategist and coach. Welcome to this channel where we empower ourselves to achieve more in our careers, whether it's in employment or in business. Subscribe to this channel, like the content, and share comments down below so that we can have that engagement in our channel. And let's get started. This is Career Growth with Karen. So guys, today we will be engaging in a very exciting topic about how to get promotions. You already saw that from the thumbnail, and all of you want to get promotions, so that's why we are here today, and I'm here to give you a few tips into how you can do that. But before I go into that topic, I first of all just want to thank you guys. It's been about 2.5 months of Career Talks with Karen. You have been liking the content, you have been viewing. Right now we have more than 6,000 views. We have an excess of 1,500 subscribers. We have so many of you engaging, commenting with our content on the channel, and I'm really grateful that you are part of this journey. But at this point, of course, I have been receiving lots of feedback from you, and this channel is for you. We are doing this together. We are growing together. So when I get feedback from you, of course, I listen, and I am quick to align myself so that this channel can serve you better. So one thing we are going to do, guys, is we are moving from Career Talks with Karen to Career Growth with Karen. Career Growth with Karen. Why are we taking on that new name? Because we are not just here for the conversation, for the talking. We are here for the growth. You are here for the growth, and therefore we are rebranding into Career Growth with Karen. We also have a change in programming. I know we have been consistently bringing you an episode every Wednesday at 7 a.m., but we'll be doing that every Tuesday, and every last Tuesday of the month we'll be having a guest to come and interact with us on this channel on different topics that you will propose. So kindly go into the comment section and let me know which guests you would like to see and which kind of topics you would like to have us talk about. Also, we are largely on the social media platforms on a daily. Please follow us, Career Growth with Karen, on Instagram, Career Growth with Karen on Facebook, and on TikTok. We are also on LinkedIn, just as Karen Olege. Please make sure that you follow us on all those social handles, because there we get to engage on a daily basis and not just on a weekly basis as is here on YouTube. The last thing that I would like to bring to our attention is that every Wednesday we'll be having Career Wednesday on LinkedIn Live. So if you do not follow me yet on LinkedIn, please do so, because every Wednesday we'll be having a LinkedIn Live. It will be a live from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Wednesday, and while there we will just be engaging on the topic of the week, on the video that you have seen, on the questions that you have, on the career dilemmas that you're engaging in, and some of those will also make content or come up as topics in our Career Growth with Karen usual sessions or usual episodes. So given that, guys, please continue to support us. Subscribe to this channel. It's our way of knowing that you appreciate the content. Like it and share it. It's our way of getting to even more viewers and making sure more and more people are benefiting from this content. And thank you so much for being part of this amazing journey. In addition, I do career consulting, career coaching, CV revamps and writing of CVs and revamps, interview preparation guidance, any kind of transition coaching. Maybe you're coming from one job into the other, or from one level into management. Leadership coaching, guys, feel free to reach us on careergrowth@gmail.com. We'll be plugging in our email address in the description box, so please reach us on those on the email, or also reach us on any of the social media platforms, and we'll be able to do career consulting for you. It is Career Growth with Karen. So let's get into the topic of the day. and the topic of the day is how to get that promotion, which is what many of you have been asking. How do I move from the level where I am at to the next level and to the next level? We all desire our promotion. So the first thing I would like to have you know is that you don't just wake up and get into a promotion. You first of all have to set a foundation. How do you set the foundation for a promotion? Number one, you assess your growth prospects within that organization and you set up your promotion path. So what do I mean by this? Look at your organization and see what are the likely positions that I could get promoted into. When you do an assessment of your organization, you'll realize some organizations don't even have opportunity for promotion. I mean, your boss is not going anywhere until they retire. Your boss's boss is not going anywhere. The organization is never going to restructure or anything like that, and therefore your prospects for promotion would be very minimal. But there are other organizations where they are very progressive. There is attrition. There is always what they call business process reengineering. You're always having new roles coming up, and therefore you can try and map, where can I get into in the next 1 year? Which role can I get into in the next 2 years? What seems realistic to get into in the next 5 years? And once you map out such a promotion path, then you start preparing yourself for those kinds of roles that you want to be promoted into. Now, the next thing you need to do as a foundation is you need to be excellent in your job. I've already talked about this in some of my previous channels. Being excellent in your job sets you up for promotion. We cannot discuss promotion, guys, if you are not doing a good job, if you're not meeting your performance targets. Please make sure that performance management is working for you. And how do you do this? Make sure that you're setting very clear objectives, very clear targets, and you're meeting them, and you're constantly being appraised as an excellent, an outstanding, or an effective employee, whatever the matrices you use in your organization. Please make sure that you are excellent in your job. This is setting the foundation so that by the time you're coming to the promotion conversation, you're not having impediments and challenges such as you don't have a good performance track record. The third thing that you need to do is to be visible and get noticed for your good work. Again, I think I have mentioned this is in one of my previous channels. Please be visible. Let people know you and let people know the good work that you do. Let people know the value that you're adding into the organization. Because when it comes to promotion, you're not the only one who wants it. There are several of you in the organization that want to be promoted. So what is it that is going to make us choose you and not that other person? It's only when we know your work. So be visible, get noticed, let your work stand out for you. Talk about it, let people know what you do, and let people know that you are a good staff, a good employee, someone who is consistently meeting their targets. Show up for Christmas parties, show up for company events. Let people know you so that your name, when it is mentioned as a name that as a person that needs to be promoted, people are not wondering who is that. They can clearly say, yes, we know that lady, we know that gentleman, and indeed we agree that that person should be promoted. The fourth thing that you need to do as setting foundation is build strong relationships with the important people. You must have watched a video on how to be politically savvy or how to engage in office politics, which I have just done, I think, in the last 2 weeks, and I will also plug it in the description box below. So you need to have good relationships. I talked about relationships being your currency in the office, please. Remember, you're not in every meeting where these promotions are being discussed. You're not in management, you're not in the board, you're not in some of these important meetings where those promotions are being discussed. So who is going to mention your name while you're there? Make those connections and relationships with the right people. And it's not just with everyone, but with the right people. You have already done your mapping of who is influential in that organization, who is the right person to talk to, who is the right person to speak for you. You already have sponsors. And when I say sponsors, these are people who they know your work and they can vouch for you in the organization. People at senior level, you have worked out your relationships with them. These are some of the people that will be vouching for you when that opportunity for a promotion comes along. The fifth thing that you need to do is to pay attention to how others are being promoted in the same office. How do people get promoted? Get to study. Those who are being promoted, is it because they are very competent? Is it because they just have good interpersonal skills? They are good leaders, they are good communicators? Is it because they are very technically sharp? Is it because they are very noticed and visible and loud in the office? Is it because they participate in every company event? Get to understand what is it that makes people get promoted in this workplace, and then start aligning yourself as such, because every organization has its own culture. You find there's an organization that's just trying to promote leadership, so anyone who shows leadership skills is promoted. You find others, they're trying to promote the technical expertise. So when you're technically good or technically skilled, they promote you. There are others who just want people who are good team leaders, they are good mobilizers, they are good influencers, and those are the people who get promoted. So get to understand the trends within your own organization. What is it that gets people promoted, and start aligning yourself to these. Now, once you have set the foundation, what is the next thing to do? Guys, you do not get a promotion unless you ask for it. Imagine it's just that simple. You need to ask for that promotion. You need to get the confidence and the guts to actually ask for this promotion. And you see, once you have set the foundation, you have the right relationships, you are excellent in your job, your performance is on fleek, you have aligned yourself with what it is that gets people promoted, you have assess your growth prospects, and you know which role you want to be promoted into, it becomes very easy to just ask. How do you ask? You may ask directly or indirectly, but some of the ways that you can ask is, number one, just asking your boss, what is it that what does it take for somebody to be promoted in this organization? What would it take for me to move from an analyst or a junior analyst to a senior analyst? What would it take for me to move from this level to that level? By asking your boss that question, already they start to know that you have promotion in your mind. And of course, the answers they will give you are the things that I have already told you. And if you have already done them, you can get into a conversation with them and ask them, do you think I could be a good candidate for this position? Do you think my performance is good? Do you think I have what it takes? Do you think I have the necessary leadership skills to be promoted to this level? Where do you think I can improve? By already doing that, you're putting it's psychology in some way. You're putting it in the mind of your manager that you want to be promoted. And it doesn't just have to be your boss. You can have this conversation with anyone who you feel is in the position to influence your promotion, whether it's the CEO, whether it's whomever it is. Get to talk to them and tell them, what do you think I would do to get promoted in this role? The other way you can ask is by putting it as part of your development plan in your performance management process or performance management goal setting. So when you're doing your goal setting and you're having that conversation with your manager, as part of the development, you can actually tell them, one of the things that I'm looking forward is in the next 2 years or in the next couple of years or in the next whatever duration that I shall be in this particular position. So by doing that, what you're doing is you're already opening up your boss to the idea that you're ready and you're preparing for this promotion. The other thing is you need to have a business case. When you're talking about it, you need to have a business case. Why is it? Why are you thinking that you need a promotion? And part of this is because I have spent my time building my leadership skills. I have spent my time understanding the operations of the organization. I have this much understanding of what we do. I have done an assessment and a study of our customers. I feel that, you know, giving me a role in this position would put me at a better place to strategize, to think about the next level for our customers, to think about how to do better stakeholder engagement with our partners, with our donors if you're in a development world and all of that. You need to give a business case of why you need to be the one to be considered for this promotion. Include it in your growth plans, as I have talked about, and mention it to your sponsors. Remember, I said as part of setting the foundation, you're creating the right relationships with the right people in the organization, and these are the people I'm calling your sponsors. So mention this to your sponsors. Ask your sponsors, please, I would like to get into this position. I know that our head of department is just about to retire, and I would like to be considered for this position. Guys, you do not lose anything by asking. The worst that can happen is that you'll be told no and you'll maintain status quo, but you lose every opportunity that you do not ask for. So get the confidence within you to ask for this role only after you have set the right foundation. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for today. Please engage with me in the comment section. Let me know if you have been getting promotions and what did you do to get them. Has any of these strategies worked for you? Please also let me know more strategies of getting people promoted. What is it that people do? What is it that you think people can do to get promoted? Remember to interact with me on the social media platforms, Career Growth with Karen on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Facebook, and Karen Olege on the LinkedIn. Also plug in to our LinkedIn Live tomorrow, that is Wednesday, from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is Career Growth with Karen. See you soon.